Hi 10th graders, this is your video about good reasons to read. I am recording this video in front of our classroom bookshelf. I have a bunch of my favorite books on this bookshelf behind me, and you are always welcome to borrow a book if you would like something to read, or you can always ask me for recommendations as well. I love recommending books. And today we're talking about good reasons to read. You're going to be taking some Cornell notes in your packet, so make sure you have your packet open, you have a pen or a pencil, and you're going to be jotting down some of the most important facts that I share with you today. So why is it important to read? Obviously this is English class, and we are going to be reading a lot, but I want you to feel like reading is an important skill for you to be practicing, and so I want to give you some reasons why this is really important for us to do. You might be thinking, I already know how to read. Why do I need to do this? You might be reading a book and think, this doesn't matter to me. It doesn't connect to me or my life. Like, why should I care? Or you might just think reading is really boring. That's okay. Obviously, as an English teacher, I really like to read, but I have plenty of friends that don't love reading. And I know that that might be you. But today we're going to talk about some reasons why, even if you are not a huge reader, it's still an important thing for us to do. So our first good reason to read is that it's actually really good for your brain. Reading is one of the only behaviors that has been shown to actually increase your IQ. So you are going to learn some new vocabulary words. It's going to help you become smarter and more intelligent. It improves your memory and your critical thinking skills. It actually increases the blood flow and improves connectivity in the brain. So reading helps the connections between the neurons in your brain and actually strengthens your brain. It can also lower the risk of Alzheimer's disease. So all in all, reading is a really good way to exercise your brain and help you become smarter. The second good reason to read is that it actually helps reduce stress. So I know that a lot of us probably feel some stress and anxiety in our life. That's something that I experience myself. And reading is something that I like to do to help take my mind off whatever I'm feeling stressed about. And it's something that you can add to your toolbox of reducing stress, similar to like walking or listening to music or playing games. So it reduces stress by actively engaging our imaginations, and so it distracts us from daily stressors in our lives, such as school or work or friends or family. Reading also increases our empathy and our self-esteem. And so when we read, we're actually learning about people that are different from us or similar to us, and it helps us kind of put ourselves in someone else's shoes and have empathy for that other person. So that was our second reason. The third reason that reading is really important is that it improves our self-discipline and consistency. So we know in our generation, our attention spans are getting a lot shorter, right? With TikTok or social media, we're just scrolling through and we don't have a very long attention span. But reading can kind of help combat this and help us improve our self-discipline, help us improve our attention span a little bit. Reading a book forces you to focus on the thing in front of you, which helps the brain to form neurological connections, which we already talked about, right? It helps strengthen our brains. And so this is a really important reason why it's good to read, right? It improves that self-discipline and brain connection. The fourth reason that reading is important here is that it will actually help you develop skills of the future. So what do I mean by that? Reading can help boost our numeracy and technological problem solving, including analytical thinking, detecting patterns, solving problems, and assimilating new information. So these skills are things that will be important in the future, whether you are going to go on to college or trade school or jump into your career. These are skills that are really going to help you in whatever career path you go on. So things like being able to solve problems and think of new creative solutions. Those are things that jobs are actually really looking for and colleges are really looking for. So reading is going to help you develop those skills that you need to succeed in whatever you want to do in the future. Our fifth reason that reading is really important is that it improves our overall wellness. So this is an incredible fact that I did not know. Another teacher, Miss Cope, taught me this fact, but it says that spending 30 minutes a day reading a good book actually burns calories. So I did not know that, but that is a fun fact. Reading before bed improves sleep. So I know myself, I can sometimes check my phone or be on my phone right before I go to bed, and that's not really good for our brains. It's harder to shut down and actually fall asleep after that. But if you spend a little bit of time reading before you go to sleep, that's a great way to kind of unwind and unplug, and then it improves your quality of sleep. Reading has been shown to lessen depression, so it can help us with mental health, which we've talked about. And people who read daily are actually shown to live longer. These are scientific studies that have shown us this. So it improves our overall wellness. All right, so all in all, reading is important, right? Even if it's not your favorite thing to do, hopefully I gave you some compelling reasons why it is an important skill to practice. It can help make us smarter. It can help decrease our stress levels. It makes us more disciplined and consistent. We level up our skills and learn skills that we're going to use in the future. And it can help us live a happier, longer life. I think all of us probably want these things in our own life, and so reading is one way that you can help yourself improve on those things.